Hey, what's up, you guys? If you're new here, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Today, we're going to be going over my haul of games and consoles that I've gotten over within the last month. First off, I want to start off with this right here, the PS3. I grew up playing the Xbox 360, so I didn't own this bad boy. So there's a lot of games that I missed out on. Hinting at this video, you'll see a lot of PS3 games. This I actually got for an absolute steal, 50 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. Do not underestimate Facebook Marketplace. I mean, there's people just there quick selling things, getting rid of it. They don't know what they have. This is in pristine condition. All I had to do was deep clean it. That was the only thing wrong with it. Works perfectly fine and even came with the game. Next up, I did get a Nintendo Switch. Now this is a hand-me-down. My girlfriend upgraded to the OLED. She did get me this super cool case, which reminds me of the Game Boy Advance. I don't know why, but it just kind of does. So expect some content on this. Speaking of content on this, if there's any games you want me to try or recommend that I should play on the Nintendo Switch, let me know down in the comments. Now, other than the consoles, this is the next big ticket item. I did buy a Wii for this game in particular because I felt like in order to play the newer ones, I had to go back at least a few generations and play the old games, and that is Legend of Zelda. I wasn't going to go all the way back to the Nintendo 64 to play the Legend of Zelda that was on there, but I felt like in order to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I had to go back at least to this one. Any game that is for the GameCube is expensive. I'm just going to be honest. It's fucking expensive. But I felt like I had to go back in order to feel worthy play Legend of Zelda. I felt like I had to go back to the Wind Waker. Is it the Wind Waker? Wind Waker. I'm new to the franchise. Don't judge, please. This is in very good condition. This is sick. So expect a video on this. This is basically me announcing that I'm going to start doing once a week retro gaming videos, going back, playing older games I've never played before. Preferably, I might go back to some like nostalgic type games, but I'm going to be adding some retro gaming type videos to the channel. I've already dibbled and dabbled with this. Moving on to our only PS2 game that we picked up this month. This is a blind buy. I'm going to be honest. The cover art just looks so dope. The concept. I mean, I'm a sucker for these like Japanese type games. Like the art style looks so cool. I think it's called like Shell. Someone corrected me in one of my other videos, but I think it's called like a Shell look or style. I don't even know. I bought this and then like a day later it was on sale, the HD version on my PS4. So I kind of bought it twice. You know, it is what it is. But right here, this is my most recent pickup. This is Little Big Planet, the very first one. I never played Little Big Planet because I grew up playing Xbox 360. So I'm excited to jump into this. I always wanted to play this game. I remember playing it in like the Walmart, you know, like you just be staring up and there'd be like a line of kids behind you. Yeah, this was the game. This game right here almost made me get a PS3 over an Xbox 360. But at the end of the day, Halo won my heart over. Expect a video on this. Like I said, all of these expect a video on at some point. Now, Dead Rising 2. This came with the PS3. Nice little story about this is I never actually played any of the Dead Rising games. I only played the demos. I had the demos on my Xbox 360 and I would literally play them over and over again. I love zombie games growing up, but I never actually played the full game. So it was pretty nice to have this come with the PS3. Now moving on to probably the next series of games that I'm most excited to play, and that is God of War. I've actually never played any of the God of Wars besides the one on the PSP. I don't know which one that one was. It was my friend's PSP and he'd let me take it to Arizona with me and I played it for like a week straight. But this is the God of War Saga on the PS3. I felt like I had to go all the way back to the beginning, like with the Legend of Zelda, in order to feel worthy of the next title, and that is the God of War reboot. I think it was a reboot, or was it a remake? I'm not entirely sure. I want to take note of the cover art. This cover art is sick as fuck. Now when there's dual cover art, like for this one and for like the Spider-Man ones, I always turn them out. I think it just looks so cool. I mean, look at it. And I know a lot of people don't like the greatest hit cases, but I think with the God of War theme and everything, it just looks so badass and fits. So I'm excited to get into that franchise. We have a lot of games. I'm trying to get through it. And then next up, we got a brand new copy of Spyro. Now this is the trilogy. I never played any of these games. Next up, we got my very first ever Dragon Ball Z game. Now this was on sale at Walmart. That's why I picked it up. But I actually looked and this is like free on PSN Plus. So I'm going to download it. So this will probably stay sealed. Never played a Dragon Ball Z game and I looked at some quick reviews and it seems like this was a good one to jump into. And then next up, we got the BioShock collection. Have all three in here. I've never played BioShock. I felt like it was a good time to jump into it. Have all three games and they're all remasters. So that's pretty cool. Don't know anything about BioShock. I know that the first one's a masterpiece. I know Infinite is a little Last but not least, we got Little Big Planet 3. Now, I couldn't pick up the trilogy when I bought the first one. They only had number 1 and number 3. Expect videos on these. Expect videos on all of these games. I do want to say real quick to everyone that is new here and watching all the videos, thank you. I appreciate it. It means so much. It means more than you know. Honestly, it really does. And if you're new here, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time, peace. Oh, that was so much talking. Subscribe.